Hey guys, it's Shadow here for a quick review on The Killing Joke by Alan Moore and Brian Bolland. I have the deluxe edition, 20-year anniversary. Whoop whoop. It's one of the most celebrated comics. I mean, I don't really have to say much, but I'm still going to review it and talk about it. Quality of the book, it's pretty good. The sleeve is not so good, but the book itself is really high quality, to be honest. I'll get into that right now. So, on the front, you have something from the end scene, which I'm pretty sure I can spoil it, but I'll do it in the review. So when you turn it to the back, you got the Joker and the Batman on this really nice playing card. Really good engraving. So then when you open it up, you have kind of this ominous intro, which, does anybody knows who's read it? This book isn't really that twisted or dark. Get into it. It's one of the most celebrated pictures of the Joker. Simple, really background. I have a dog in the background, so if you hear some background noise, that's probably what it's going to be. So to get into, you have Brian Bolland's wonderful artwork. I mean, it's not like the
most over-the-top Batman artwork we've seen, but it's still very, very good. I think Brian Bolland excels in doing small things very well. And there's some of the background noise I was talking about earlier. So like I said before, I'm just kind of going to go over some key things that I found in it. The whole comic kind of centers around one bad day. It just takes one bad day to make or break somebody. Shows the Joker going into Gordon's house and just shooting his daughter on impact, making her become a paraplegic, kidnapping Gordon, trying to break him. Because Joker's trying to imply to Batman and the rest of Gotham that if he can break Gordon, anybody can be broken by just one bad day. As these events are progressing, it shows the Batman's duality with the Joker, talking about how he's scared that one day they're going to kill each other, and he doesn't want that without talking first. I'm back for some cheat sheets. So basically, one of my favorite quotes throughout this book was said by Batman towards the end. It says, "Maybe it all hinges on tonight. Maybe this is our last chance to sort this bloody mess out. If you don't take it, then we're locked into a suicide course, both of us to the death." And that really explains the Joker and the Batman's relationship throughout this comic. A lot of praise has been given for this book, and it really deserves it. There's only one thing that I can really complain about it, or try to say that Alan Moore should have done better, is the Joker's progression towards being the Joker. I think throughout the book they've set it up really well with the flashbacks, and how they did it, like the change from the normal person to the Joker was really rushed towards the end of it. The one bad day was brilliant. It really was. Talking about how the Batman forced the Joker into becoming the Joker himself, but I think they could have done that with more taste and more time. But it sort of redeemed itself. It kind of gave it an excuse when the Joker was like, he doesn't even remember. Which at the same time is kind of true, and it's really supportive of that original Joker origin. Talking about the actual writing chemistry between Alan Moore and Brian Bolland, it flows perfectly. I mean, it's just pretty beautiful. I know in my review I said that the ending was left up to interpretation, but that's not entirely accurate, I have found anymore. So, spoiler alert, for a 20-year-old comic. Basically, The Killing Joke is based off the ending, so I'll start reading the last few pages because it's pretty interesting, actually. Now I'll talk about, I didn't include this in the review, so YouTube exclusive, is the afterwards, the epilogue. So, basically it's talking about how Batman can save the Joker. So here is the response that's very famous. "See, there are these two guys in a lunatic asylum, and one night, they decide they don't like living in an asylum anymore. They decide they're going to escape. So they get up onto the roof, and there, just across this narrow gap, they see rooftops on the town, stretching away in the moonlight, stretching away to freedom. Now, the first guy, he jumps right across. No problem. But his friend dared him make the leap. You see, he's afraid of falling. So the first guy has an idea. He says, "Hey, I have my flashlight with me. I'll shine it across the gap between the buildings. You can walk along the beam and join me." But the second guy just shakes his head. He says, "What do you think I am? Crazy? You turn it off when I walk halfway across." And then you see the Joker, of course, bursting out into laughing, and then you see the Batman kind of smirk and begin to laugh. And talking about that frauding raving, you'll see it in this middle panel right about here. The Batman seemingly choking the Joker. And what I love about Brian Boland's art is what I said earlier about this, all the little small things, is if you can see it. Hold on. That last panel, you see the Joker being lifted off his feet and the rain hitting with nothing there anymore. In a recent interview, Alan Moore said that was in fact Batman killing the Joker, hence the name The Killing Joke. I find it really interesting that they decided to end it like that, because throughout the book it's also mentioned Joker saying Batman's never laughed at any of the Joker's jokes. So for that to be the ending was kind of special in its own bittersweet way. And then of course you have the epilogue. It's very short. I would say maybe a few pages. I mean, hold on, I'm getting to it. So basically it's talking about one of Batman's biggest fans. Just a typical human being. Just a normal Gotham citizen. And he's talking about how he's going to do one thing bad. He's going to get away with it scot-free. He's talking about how he's going to do it. Which says, "And just for one moment, the Batman will pause, and then his face illuminated by a single light, a splendid avenger of the night. And then from a dark alley, or a window high up, or a grassy knoll, or some other place, there will be a glint. And then, bang! And he will be dead. Yes, I shall miss him, alright. I don't mean I won't hit him. No, the bullet finds the mark alright. But as I said before, I'll miss him. I've always been his greatest fan. I'm also his greatest enemy. Before anyone finds him lying there, I'll be long gone. I'll destroy this tape. I won't have a motive. I won't leave a clue. I'm just an innocent guy. Then I think I'll finish my college education, marry my girlfriend, and have a couple of kids. A boy and a girl would be nice. Live a good and blameless life and go to heaven when I die." Well, that's The Killing Joke. Shadow here saying peace out. Hope you all have a great and wonderful day. Thank you for watching.